I want to take you back to what I think's your big break. Take me into the office with then ABC Entertainment Chairman Ted Harbert.
Ted was amazing. So Alan Berger, in 1993, I think, I showed him a video that I shot where I'm doing magic to people on the streets.
Do me a favor, write your name on the face of it also.
Here?
Uh-huh.
The idea was all different walks of life, all different ethnicities, all different age groups, every combination I could come up with. I literally walked around New York City for 2 days and found just amazing people, did magic to them, edited it together with 2 VCRs. Then I showed Alan Berger, and back then, he said, yeah, but this doesn't work on TV. It's great, but this concept doesn't work on TV. And that was a day of World's Greatest Magic Specials and all those big illusion shows.
And Alan, by the way, is one of the biggest agents out there.
He's an incredible agent. And I've been with him this whole time. So he flew back home, and he said that he fell asleep that night and kept dreaming about the concept. So then he called me, called Johnny, my agent at the time at ICM. He said, why don't we send him out to go meet the different heads of the networks? So Ted Harbert was first. He was the president of ABC. And I showed him the tape. I did some magic to him in the room. Then I stepped outside and did a trick with him over the phone. And when I was leaving the meeting, he called Alan and he said, what do we have to do to keep him from going to any other networks? And I had met Spike Lee and done magic to him at something before that. And I said, one day if I do commercials, will you direct them? And he's like, sure. So I said, oh, I want Spike Lee to do the commercials. And Ted said, okay. And that was the first TV special.
This is Times Square. Here there's no boxes, no stages, no sets. Nothing, just people.
I don't know Ted well, but I've met him before, and he actually texted me something for you.
Great.
David, the first time I met you, when Alan Berger brought you to my office at ABC, I think it's 1993 or something crazy like that, you did a bunch of tricks in my office that blew me away. But then you went outside my office to my assistant's office and on the phone did another trick where you got the card. David has kept me up for 20 years now, 30 years. Oh my God, 30 years. I know you're not going to tell me how you did it. Is it a math thing? It keeps me up at night. Just, is it a math thing?
That's really funny. Still no money, still living in my friend's pantry room, but I had my first TV show.
It's time for David Blaine, Street Magic.
And then what I did is I hooked up with Stephen Chow. He was the CEO of Fox. He created Cops. He put America's Most Wanted on the air. But so every magic show, like I said, was one direction. I started thinking the opposite direction.
Yeah. Well, look, watch. What, look.
So if you take magic and you put it in rough, real environments and different environments and show the diversity of people and show the beauty of their reactions, then that's really interesting, more than the tricks that people know. It's an illusion or it's this and that. So that was the beginning of that process, and luckily I found Stephen, and we worked every day almost for a year to make 44 minutes of TV. And that's, by the way, why I'm at such a crossroads right now. It's because that's how I started working, was you put everything you have into making really good content. So you work forever to do it. And now it's about just turnaround, because there's so many different channels and outlets for content, or YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat, and Facebook, all the, so my brain, I never understood, that process is really complicated for me.
So how are you navigating that?
I haven't been. I'm terrible at it.
I mean, is that good or bad, or time will tell?
I should probably figure it out. I do love that idea of 15 seconds and tell the whole story. I think it's great and quick and fun. But yeah, the way I built everything was the opposite of that.
When you look back today, 20, 25 years later, on kind of those early specials, what's your reaction?
Oh, it's so hard for me to watch anything of myself without critiquing it. Yeah. Yeah, anything that I watch myself, I just see the flaws. I'm like, I wish I did this, so it's hard.